all of us as a family spend a lot of time at home, and that's when the idea of sweets came by. All the elders at home, we brought them together. We spent days talking about all the long forgotten traditional recipes. We looked for it, we tried them at home, we came to the farm, we tried various recipes with our elders, with our mothers and grandmothers at home. And this was a great idea. Everybody just loved, and they were all excited to bring about the same traditional recipes that were long forgotten.
It's a long pending dream, we started in last lockdown, and this lockdown we're ready.
Typically we started brainstorming on what do we call this. There were instances where we said Ganesha Sweet House, Lakshmi Sweet House, but then we really wanted a sweet house where we could offer a sweet to anybody and everybody from across the country. So then we thought we should have offerings from the Kunda of Belgaum till the Peta of Agra, and various sweets from across the country, and hence we called it India Sweet House.
Well, frankly, just wanted to have an organic farm. To have an organic farm, we needed cows, for the manure. So I attended a training on how to rear cows. It was a one-day training, and end of that training, I decided that okay, we'll bring in about 100 cows to start off with, right? And once we bought the cows, that's when I started to understand the difficulties, of how it is, and how different it is from what is taught on books versus how it is practically to rear cows. So believe me, it's not very easy, or relatively easy as well. Okay, so in that context, we wanted to think and see how it can be done, how it could be better. And once the cows come in here, we wanted to make sure that they remain with us for their entire lifetime. And we're not in the business of trying to say, okay, we sell this cow which is productive or not productive and all of that. Anything, whether it is yielding or not yielding, whether it's getting old, it is sick, till the end of life they stay here. We have an in-house veterinarian who stays here, who takes care of the cows and all that. So that's how it is. We want to bring in the lost recipes that have traditionally been our strength. There are a lot of recipes that are actually lost the marketplace today. So what we're trying to do with India Sweet House is we're bringing in sweets from every part of the country, right? So we've got sweets from every single part, frankly, from Belgaum, Bengal, Andhra, Delhi, Kashmir, everywhere, right? That's the vision.
I think we definitely, like Vishwa said, we want to be known to bring back the traditional recipes. Somewhere it definitely has to get on passed to the future generations.
Well, Bangalore, we're looking at Malleshwaram as a first store. Being born and brought up in Bangalore, obviously we want to touch the main areas of Bangalore first. I stay in Malleshwaram, so obviously Malleshwaram is the go-to market. Post Malleshwaram, we're touching Sanjay Nagar. That's been my early growing days, and then Vijayanagar, and
that's my growing days.
Yeah, I think we're going to be stabilizing with about 6 to 7 outlets in Bangalore, roughly. Do have some inquiries from outside of Karnataka as such. So I guess Chennai is in the offing. Mysore is calling. We'll love to go places.
We definitely want to have some outlets in the Malnad region, starting from Hassan. So we have more reasons to head that way. Well, we're 3 siblings, and I have 2 of my siblings living in the US. So definitely US. And Singapore is another big market because a lot of Indians, it's another little India actually. So we see a great opportunity there as well.
I think Australia, US and Singapore is something that we are looking at in the short run.